feeling like a shark in a shrimp tank. Big fish, small pond in the shrimp tank. When it's sink or swim, only option is to win.
Hey everybody, welcome to the post-show wrap-up of the Shrimp Tank. I'm your host, Rich Jensen, along with my co-host, David Sims, and our special guest today, Grant Dennis of the Specific Chiropractic. You can always catch these replay highlights on our YouTube channel, and what we do is we like to highlight some of the best things we heard during the full podcast. If you haven't heard the full podcast, we encourage you to go to arkansas.shrimptankpodcast.com and catch it all. We had a great show. And actually, Grant, just before we kind of went off the air, we talked about something called bulletproof coffee, because I had it for the first time down in Austin, Texas. And there's supposed to be some real health benefits to it. So I know it has nothing to do with everything else being an entrepreneur, but tell us about that.
Yeah, absolutely. So sometimes I like to offer health tips, to different people who come in my office and are asking me about different things. Obviously, energy levels is something that is built $1 million industry, if not billion. And so bulletproof coffee is just a cool thing that I tell people about that gives you long, sustained energy throughout the day without insulin spikes and crashes in the afternoon. And so it's a single origin coffee. Dave Asprey's done a lot of research on that. And so it's just a way that you can put grass-fed butter in your coffee and blend it with an MCT oil, which provides your body with fats instead of sugars. And so what that prevents is insulin spikes and different things like that. And so it can give people long, sustained energy. And if you're one of those that doesn't eat breakfast in the morning, it can provide you an ability to fast while also tricking your body into thinking you've eaten a high-fat meal. And so it's just something I like to recommend, and it's something that a lot of people have different opinions on.
And here I thought it was just something that tasted really good, because I had no idea it had any health benefits at all. But
I was thinking it might be like a bullet 40 proof bourbon in there or something, but no, it's bullet. Right. It's coffee with butter, right? No,
it's absolutely the same physiological
effects. Rum, just coffee with butter.
I know you like. You're a connoisseur with bourbon, so I just thought maybe
it's good stuff. It's all good.
Another thing you said on the show, the podcast, that was really, really good, and I want you to talk to our listeners about on the video, is your startup and how you had 12 banks shoot you down and tell you no. Talk about that to our listeners.
Perseverance is key.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you're an entrepreneur out there, you're looking at somebody who was told by 12 different banks, your business plan more or less is terrible, and we don't, basically no was the answer. And so I would encourage you to be like a cockroach, and that you just never go down. Whenever you get told no 12, you get, you tell 12 times, you get stepped on 12 times, keep going the 13th.
Get to lucky 13.
That's it. And that lucky number 13 said yes. And oftentimes it's usually the best one. It's usually there's a reason you got told no 12 times.
Someone who bought into your vision.
Absolutely. And once they did that, then so be a cockroach, be resilient.
Yeah.
Don't take no for an answer.
A great story of grit and perseverance that's worth listening to on the podcast. Another thing that was really good that we want you to talk to our listeners about on the video segment is your ideal patient and how that ties into your business philosophy and the success of your practice.
Yeah. So I think that any business is built on an ideal client or an ideal patient, and those ideal patients are revolving in a target market. Lululemon's done a great job of building their business off a 40 to 50-year-old female who works out. Mm-hmm. They're not trying to appeal to everybody. They're trying to appeal to that specific ideal patient. And so for me in my practice, I looked at that and it was intriguing to me, because I said I want to basically market to an ideal patient. I think it's impossible to market if you don't have an ideal patient as a chiropractor. Mm-hmm. So if you're a chiropractor watching or want to go back and listen to the podcast, what we talk about is how to identify that ideal patient, how to market to that patient, someone who's going to pay, stay, and refer, because you've built a practice basically geared towards them, not towards the collective. It's actually when they walk in, they say this place was designed specifically for me. And so if you can hit, and identify who that is, you can market more effectively to that target market, spend less money. But your marketing and spending, your ROI is much higher because you're spending less money geared towards better people. You're basically stocking the pond, and you're spending less dollars to identify and catch more big fish that pay, stay, and refer, and basically allow you to build a successful business.
That's good.
Well, if you haven't heard the full podcast, I encourage you to go back, listen to the entire thing. We got some really good information, some really good health information. I learned a lot of things. It's kind of with those old, you don't know what you don't know until you know it kind of thing.
Right, like don't crack your own neck. That's a good one.
Absolutely.
I think you said if you're not supposed to crack your knuckles, don't crack your back.
That's
right?
exactly right. Yep.
Hey, Grant, if someone wanted to get a hold of you or learn more about Specific Chiropractic or even come in to see you for a consultation, what's the best way for them to get a hold of you?
Yeah, so the best way is to go to drgrantdentist.com via the web, or you can go to thespecific.com. You'll be able to access all of our clinics around the U.S., but also mine specifically in Little Rock. You can schedule a complimentary consult to see if you're a candidate for the type of care I provide in my office. And so what I tell people is not everybody's a candidate, just like not everyone needs a cavity filled. Dentists identify who does. They fill those cavities and send the ones that don't need those home to tell them to keep doing what they're doing. And so we identify ideal patients, ideal clients for us. But the best way to access that's drgrantdentist.com, or just give us a call at 501-420-2815.
And I'll tell you, just from listening to the entire podcast, you will learn if you suffer from any neck pain or back pain, you're going to learn some things that you want to find out about because it might well be worth a visit. So,
absolutely.
Hey, until next week, I encourage you, don't forget, all of our podcasts are at arkansas.shrimptankpodcast.com. Go listen, educate yourself, learn how to be a better entrepreneur. And remember, to become a shark, we all start out as shrimp.